Hello guys, I am Vaishali Kikan and we are discussing chapter number 1, motion. So let's start with the first problem. It states a cyclist travel 5 km east, then 4 km south and then 8 km west. Use a scale diagram to determine the resultant displacement and a protractor to measure the angle of the displacement. So we have three displacements of the cyclist. Displacement 1 is 5 km east, displacement 2 is 4 km south and displacement 3 is the 8 km west. The conventional direction graph is this. So according to the convention, the north direction is this, south direction is this, east direction is this and west direction is this. Now we have to make a scale diagram. We cannot make 1 km line or 5 km line, so we are going to scale it. We are taking 1 km is equal to 1 centimeter, right? And this is how we can scale it. Now for D1 I will be having, instead of 5 km I will be having 5 centimeter in east. For D2 we will be having 4 centimeter in south, and for D3 I will be having 8 centimeter in west, right? So how I can plot it? First of all, I will be moving towards 5 km east. This is the east direction, so this is the starting point, let's suppose O, and we have to make a line towards the east and 5 centimeter in length, right? And after that it moves 4 centimeter south, so we will be making a line from this point, let's suppose A, and 4 centimeter to the south. Let's make this angle 90 degree because east and south are making 90 degree angle with each other, right? So now after that we have the displacement 3, which is 8 centimeter in west. So now we will be making a line of 8 centimeter in west, right? So this is my 8 centimeter line in west, and this was the point B and this is a point C. Now what would be the resultant displacement? The displacement is the distance between the initial and the final point. So this is my initial point and this is my final point. So if I combine these two, right, you will be getting the final displacement. Now you will be measuring this distance and it will come out to be equal to 5 centimeter. So resultant displacement dr will be equal to 5 km because 1 centimeter was equal to 1 km. So what is the direction? It is west of south, right? And if you measure the angle, so angle would come out to be equal to 37 degrees. So 5 km west of south and 37 degree, right? So this is how we can find out the resultant displacement. Now coming to the question number 2, it states determine the resultant displacement in the given figure by applying the Pythagoras theorem and the trigonometric ratios. D1 is given 1.7 km east, D2 is given 1.2 km south, right? So this is the diagram that we have. Now we have D1, now we have D2. We can apply the Pythagoras theorem because these east and south are at 90 degree to each other. This is a right angle triangle. According to the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, right? This identity we know. Now what is the hypotenuse here? Hypotenuse is del dr. So del dr square, we are just talking about the magnitudes, right? So here it will be equal to del d1 square plus delta d2 square, right? So we know what is delta d1. Let's put it. So delta d1 is 1.7, we will be having 1.7 square. Delta d2 is 1.2, so we will be having 1.2 square. It is equal to delta dr square. So when I need to find out delta dr, what I will be doing? I will be taking the under root of these two, right? So under root of 1.7 square plus 1.2 square. Now you can pull out your calculator and you can find out this calculation. So delta dr will be coming out to be equal to 2.1 kilometer. Right, so this is the magnitude. We should know the direction of dr as well. So direction can be found out with the help of tan theta. We all know what is tan theta. This is the angle theta. So tan theta will be equal to perpendicular upon base. So this is my perpendicular. So tan theta will be equal to del d2 upon del d1. So this is how we can find out it. So it will be equal to, what is del d2? 1.2 upon 1.7. So how I can find out theta? For theta, I can have tan inverse of 1.2 upon 1.7, right? So when you find out, it will be coming out to be equal to 35 degree, right? So this is how you can find out the resultant direction as well. right? So it is, what is the direction? It is east of south, right? So now coming to the next question, it states after leaving the huddle, a football team runs 8.5 meter east waiting for the ball to be snapped. Then he turns abruptly and runs 12 meters south, suddenly changes direction, catches a pass and run 13.5 meter west before being tackled. If entire motion takes 7 seconds, determine the receiver's average speed and velocity. So this is how the receiver has moved. So now it was moving. The first displacement was d1 8.5 meter east, the second displacement is 12 meters south, and the third displacement is 13.5 meter west. So this is how you can trace its movement, and now we have to find out the V average. For finding out the average speed, we will be calculating the total distance traveled and we will be dividing it with the total time taken. What is the total distance traveled? First of all, it moves 8.5 meter. Then it moves 12 meter, then it moves 13.5 meter, right? So now when you add all of them and when you divide by total time is 7 seconds. So when you add all of them, so 8.5 plus 13.5, what it would be? It would be 22 plus 12 will be equal to 34. So we will be having 34 upon 7, and when you calculate it, it will be equal to 4.9 meter per second, right? So this is my average speed. This is how we can calculate the average speed. Now coming to the average velocity. So average velocity is represented with a vector sign over it. It can be equal to the displacement over the total time. So what is the displacement? Displacement can be taken from 0 to the final point A. So now you can make a scale diagram, and again you can find out what is the displacement OA. So if you find out OA, it comes out to be equal to 13 meter, and when you divide it by the total time was 7 seconds, so we will be having 1.9 meter per second. This is my average velocity. Now we have to see the direction as well. So direction we can find out with the help of protractor. We will be having direction 23 degree west of south, right? So this is how we can find out the direction as well. Now coming to the last question for the day, we have a motorbike which is starting from rest and undergoing uniform acceleration reaches a velocity of 21 meter per second north in 8.4 seconds. Find the average acceleration. So we have the final velocity, we have the initial velocity, we have the total time. Now the average acceleration is having the formula V final minus V initial upon the change in time. So it will be equal to acceleration average, right? So all of these are vector quantities. So let's put the values. So what is V final? 21 meter per second in the north. So what is V initial? Minus 0. Now again it is in meter per second and the direction is north. It is divided by the total time, which is 8.4. So now when you compute it, so it will be equal to 21 upon 8.4 meter per second square in north direction, right? So when you compute it using the calculator, it will come out to be equal to 2.5 meter per second square in the north direction. So always and always with the vector you have to denote the directions as well. So I hope you understood each one of them. Thank you so much.